So I went to an estate sale in this really cool old, I'd say 1800s house, and there was lots of really cool stuff in it, and it was still full, and we went on the fourth day, so everything was half off of what it normally is, price-wise. And I'm going to show you what I got. I went a couple weeks ago, but I have been busy, so I'm going to show you now. So, first, the obvious thing, the trailer, which I'll show you in a minute. Start with these old maps. The highway map of Canada and the northern United States. And I opened it up, it's in good shape. You can see these yellow stains. It was raining when we were there, and these yellow stains weren't there. They're very faint, but you can kind of see them. The receipts were yellow, and so they stuck to my map. But hey, look, opened right to Indiana. But you can see how they're in pretty good shape. They're from the 60s. This one's from 1961. And this one is exactly the same, except it's red, and it's from 1964. There's some signs. And I got this little bridge here. Nothing real special about it. Somebody made it, I think. But I thought it was cute. Little cars fit on it pretty good. It'd be a single lane bridge, obviously, but I thought it was cool. I think this was $2. Yeah. So I'll let you guys do the math. I'll just tell you what the price tag said. This is cool. So list finder for like phone numbers and addresses and stuff. Let's say I have a friend that their name starts with L. So I pull this thing down here to L, then I pull this, and there we go. Starts right at L. And as you can see, there's already stuff in here. Frank and Ella Lawton. And you can see how it works. It's just this metal dial here. I was looking at some of the addresses are taped in there. And up here it's got emergency, electrician, plumber, hospital, doctor, police, and fire. And this is made by the Bates Manufacturing Company in Orange, New Jersey. And I've got a Bates squeaky chair. I've got a Bates stapler, and I've never had this jam up once, so I think they must have pretty good products. I think this also came from an estate sale, but a different one. I find lots of neat stuff at the estate sales. And yes, I'm on the squeaky chair because it's more comfortable. I got this old postcard here of a potato and a tractor and a trailer. And I thought this was funny. I can tell what brand that tractor and wagon are. They're made by TruScale back in the 50s. And Those true scales are worth quite a bit of money now. A Maine potato. I wish this had a year on it somewhere, because I know it's an old postcard. It might be from the 50s. Plastic Chrome. Focus. Plastic Chrome by Color Picture Publishers, Boston 15, Massachusetts, USA. Yeah, I thought that was cute. I was like, oh, I gotta get that. It looks like a picture. It's that real glossy plastic chrome, as they were calling it. Kind of looks like a photo. And what else we got here? Oh, these camels are really cool. Pull them out so they don't come apart. Okay, let's do this differently. You know, I thought the camels were cool anyways. Once I get them to stand up straight, they're cool. But, and they're not going to stand up because of my uneven table. But, yeah, I thought they were cool anyway, but then I read the tag, which gives you a little background information about them. You can see the tag's pretty old too. And it says, Aunt Anna, when she went to the Holy Land. Camels. I thought they were cool. You know, now you know where they came from. They look to be hand painted, I would say. So, if they stood up better, I could probably find an easier spot in my case for them. But the rest of the stuff in here is cars, which I will get to. These were out in the laying on the floor out in the carriage house. Obviously the wood's no good. It's all moldy and got bugs on it. But I got them for the wheels. They were the old ceramic wheels, porcelain ceramic wheels. They are ceramic, and they swivel around. I don't even remember paying for these, so I couldn't tell you what I paid for them because I don't remember. And I'm gonna save that stuff because we're moving right along here. Got an old tape dispenser here. Move all my stuff out of the way. Now you can tell it's old, and when you pick it up and it's real heavy metal like that, you can tell it's old. And then there's the bottom of it. Then you pull the tape roll out, which by the way is made of tin. Refill with Scotch cellophane tape. It's got a bit of a dent in it right there. There's the inside of it. I'm going to try to find a roll of Scotch tape for this, you know, a bigger roll like this. But if I can't, I think I've got some other types of tape that will fit in there. it's narrow, you know, so you couldn't put like a roll of duct tape in there. But yeah, I've got some fiberglass tape and stuff like that I could put in there. That's heavy, and I don't want to mash anything with it, so I'll put that back on the floor. I got this old lamp here for, I would say it's a lamp for like a bicycle or something, a headlamp. And it's got the little button. Little dirty on the top there, but the chrome's in pretty good shape for the most part. Made in Japan, it says right there. And it's still got the plastic lens in the front of it. Sometimes those got broke out. Now I'm going to have to get it rewired because looks like batteries leaked inside of it. And it's going to be more than rewiring. I'm going to have to do a lot to this to get it to work right. Because I thought it was funny, it still had the switch, the cardboard in there that showed you which way the batteries face. After all those years, it's still in there. I think this is probably from like the 50s. But this switch that's over here, which turns the light on and off, I believe, is quite rusty, and it's rusted to the point, there you can kind of see the spring down there for it. It's rusted to the point where I can't even move it. If I try to move it, I'm always afraid I'm going to break it. So, as cool as the light is, I gotta work on it to get it to work properly. I also got another light, and I'm not sure what this is for. It could be for a car or a bicycle or a scooter or a lawnmower, whatever you wanted to put on it. But it's got a nice bracket here, and it looks like you could angle the light, you know, up or down, whatever way you needed it. It's got a nice dent right there. I think it fell off of the shelf in the garage. There's a collapsed shelf in the garage, and that could have been where this came from. It says it's made by Miller. And then look at the texture of that light bulb. I hope it shows up on the camera. It's got kind of a grid pattern texture to it, which I thought was cool. Here we go, Miller again up there at the top. And then this light opens up. It's tight, but it opens up. I've opened it up a bunch. I was hoping maybe it wouldn't be so tight. There we go. Here's the inside of it. And it says, "Do not attempt to clean this reflector. The correct bulb for this set is a 6 volt gas filled." And I bet the light doesn't work anymore either. Let's see what else. Got some old cameras here. I'll figure out where the other one went in a second. I think I bought 2 of them. I didn't take the tags off of everything. It's a Kodak Brownie, you can see there. Starlet camera. You can see you could have color or black and white. It's set on black and white. Looks like you just move that switch over. So that's cool. You can kind of see the thing in the, look in that lens right there. when I switch it over, you can watch it move. It looks like our light's missing, but the light goes in here. Wind the film. Open. Let's see if there's any. Let's see, we got. This is all the stuff for the light, I assume. Yeah, flash holder. I don't know what was up here. Probably just a sticker or emblem of some sort for Kodak. Look through there. The camera's not focusing real well on looking through there. And then the lens is dirty too, so that doesn't really help. You can see the wheels of my truck over here though. Made in the USA. A Eastman Kodak Company. I don't know anything about the old cameras, so I don't know exactly how this opens up. It appears the top pulls off. I bet the bottom, yeah, that makes more sense, but no film in it. I bet you could still buy film for this camera though. I bet I could get this to work. And like I said, I don't know anything about old cameras like this, so I feel kind of dumb not thinking to pull the bottom of it. That seems kind of obvious, but see that metal thing when you when you wind the film? Use 127 film. Load here. Film this side. Let's make sure we put this back in here the right way. I know it goes in that way, but yeah, see, it doesn't even fit the other way, so I know I'm putting it in the right way. There. It's still got the strap on it too. I bought another old camera. It must be buried in my box somewhere. I got the biggest button you've ever seen in your life. There was 4 of them, and they were all down in the basement, and the basement looked like it had filled up with water, and then the water went down, so there wasn't too much in the basement that was any good. But I tried to choose the best button. I was going to get 3 of them for when we go down to Hoosier Hysteria. You know, my dad and mom and I could all wear one. You know, it just clips to your shirt. It's just a giant button. But I couldn't find 3 of them. I found 3 of them that I thought were okay, but my mom didn't think they were all okay, so I just bought the one. They're older buttons, you know. They're cool. And I'm going to work on taking this price tag off later. $1. You can see you could also pull this thing out and then they just sit back like that, but I thought they were cute to wear, you know, pin them to your shirt or something when we go to the IU games. Got some old 7-Up cans, one for Kansas, and I think the other one's for Illinois. Yep, Illinois. And they're both real clean, there's no dents in them anywhere. Please don't litter. Don't didn't come out very good. It looks like it says please litter. Please litter, dispose of properly. No, that's not what that says. United We Stand. These were cool. If I would have realized this when I got them, there was one more can, and I kind of wish I would have bought it. They were only $1 a piece, so if I see any more of these, I'll get them. Sometimes old cans are kind of hard to find, though, when they're not all dented up. But these were cool because each one had a different state on it. Here, Illinois, the year it became a state. 21st state, capital Springfield, and the nickname is the Prairie State. Got 7-Up. It tells you about it. Packaged by 7-Up Bottling Company of Indiana, Indianapolis, Indiana. That's cool. Got the 7 there. Can you see the 7? Maybe not the way I'm holding it. And the other one looks just like it, except for it has Kansas, 34th state, capital Topeka, and the Sunflower State. Both pretty clean. This one's got a little cobweb on it, but they're not rusty or dented anywhere. I was gonna take some pictures or maybe a video or something at the sale, but I don't know. There was a lot of people there, and I felt like that was kind of weird. I bought a mule. It's like a pack mule. It's kind of heavy. I'm curious what this is made out of. I don't think it's resin, but I suppose it could be resin, but it feels heavier than something this size to be resin. It could be die cast. Some of these things were made out of pewter. I bet it's pewter. That's probably why it's so heavy. That just came to me. Cute little mule, though. Carry all your stuff for you. Oh yeah, you can see chips in the paint. It is made out of pewter. Pewter or die cast, but it's heavy enough. I'm gonna go with pewter. And I got an old Quaker distilled dry gin bottle. 85 proof. It's like his face has been tampered with. Now I was looking on here for a year, and if that's a year down there, I certainly can't read it. Distillers of Lawrenceville, Indiana. Oh, there, it's right there, bigger. And then it says something here. Old Quaker Gin owes high quality to an exclusive formula and embodies the resources and skill which have produced fine liquor since 1872. Old Quaker, I can't read the rest of it. There you can see half a pint. And then the other side right there. Oh, I bet that's got a date on it. Give me a minute. Got the tag off. Let's see if I can get... Oh, that's not a date. Darn. I was excited. I thought maybe that was a date for this. Because there's no year on the bottle anywhere. There's the back of it. Old Quaker. Federal law forbids sale or reuse of this bottle. Except for his decoration on the shelf. Okay, so this is one of the receipts. This is from Melody's estate sales, and maybe this isn't it. Okay, well, that's what the receipts look like. There was one receipt and the guy wrote pants. I didn't buy any pants. This is stuff from in the house, not the garage. A lot of this stuff was in the attic or the basement. And then the cameras were on the main floor along with the donkey. I got an old copy of Stuart Little. And we're going to look for the copyright date because I have forgotten since I bought it. It says 1945. I don't see what edition this is. It could be that old, but I mean, this house had clothes from like the 20s, you know, clothes and hats and stuff. So, you know, there was old stuff. This could be a book from the 1945, but I kind of doubt this is a first edition. All the books were only $1, so. Then I got a fairly old edition of The Cat in the Hat. I just knew it was an older edition, that's why I bought it. It looks just like the one that you'd buy today. Book Club edition. Oh, all of their books say a book is a new adventure. Drew W. Eckert. So I suppose that's who lived in the house, or at least the kid or grandkid that lived in the house. This says 57, and this could be a edition of this. I don't know, but it's in good shape. You know, the pages aren't all stuck together or anything. It's not drawn in anywhere. That was cool. I won't go into such detail with every one of these books I bought, but I bought my favorite of the Dr. Seuss books, and I think I saw it on Mulberry Street. This is a fairly old edition as well. Doesn't say anything on the spine. There's Scott R. Eckert. Maybe that's Drew's brother or something. 37. Lithographed in the United States of America. So, I don't know if this one's that old or not. They had a bunch of Hardy Boys books from the 50s and they look brand new. Then I got A Fly Went By, and this one still has the original jacket on it. Jacket cover. Drew Eckert. '58. I got an original copy of Lassie as well, but I don't have it with me at the moment. For beginners, beginner books. Okay, we got a few more books here. Cowboy Andy. I'd never seen this one before. You know, when I was a little kid, I had a bunch of these beginner books, but I'd never seen this one before. This is a rather old one, I would say. Especially by the look of the TV. Yep, 59. Huh. Okay, this is copyright 59. The original copyright, I'm gonna guess, is 51. Text illustrations Cowboy Andy are based on Cowboy Sam and Freddy and Cowboy Sam and the radio. Oh, okay, this book is copywritten 59. It's based on those other books. So that's cool. It looked like it was in pretty good shape too. I may end up reading this one just because I've never read this one before. Then I got some old comic books, some old Disney comic books. Got Chip and Dale. Official Footsie, America's Swinging Sensation. Alright, so we've got some advertisements for like Drummer Boy outfits. And bicycle, record player, radio. And a TV and a typewriter. I'd like to win a typewriter. Although I've got one over there in the case. I finally put it back in the case. But it's in good shape too. For the most part. You know, it's aged a little bit. I'm looking in these coupons for maybe a year. The Ducky Decoy. Mighty Matchbox. I thought that looked like a Matchbox truck. Actually, that looks sort of like this one I always have back here on my table. This is this, okay, that's the DAF version. This is the Leyland version, but it's the same Matchbox truck. I have the Esso tow truck. This is cool. I've never seen this before. I've also got the Jeep and the Greyhound bus. I'm gonna have to read that. That's cool. So, never seen that before. Let's look for a year on this somewhere. Walt Disney. Shoot. That's too bad. I don't see a year. Oh, duh. Read the copyright. 1960. And we can probably, I'll take that out later when I have two hands, that way I don't rip the page. Also got this one from 1963. This one's Donald Duck, or, it's like just Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, so it must have a number of different characters in it. There's Goofy. Top Cat. The Flintstones. Space Family Robinson. It's hard to flip through this one because of the folds in the pages, but you can see it's in pretty good shape too. Ludwig von Drake. It's got a little bit of a tear in the rear cover here. This one's not as in good shape as the other ones. That one's probably in the best shape. Drew W. Eckert, same person. Logansport, Indiana. Okay, that must be the address of that house. 1968. Looks like another just Walt Disney one. Cheerios. Along with the most powerful airplane for whatever year this is. I'd say 60s. I just read the year 68. Yeah. This one's in pretty good shape. Yeah, and I'm not a real big comic book collector, but I saw this and I saw these and I thought those are pretty cool. I'll get a few. I didn't buy all of them, but I bought a few of them. My uncle has a General Electric TV, and it looks real close to just like that. Oh, that's Tyco. I thought maybe that was the Matchbox set, which I have up there in the box. Matchbox Motorway. Looks like you could win all kinds of stuff. So, one more book and then I can set my thing down. Todd E. I bet it's Todd Eckert. Just like everyone else in that house was Eckert. Pigs is Pigs. I bought this just because I thought it might be entertaining to read. Oh dear, it's coming apart. Pigs is Pigs. Yes, it is coming apart a little bit. Copyright 1906. Well, then I suppose it has a right to be coming apart. Oh, that's cool. Let's say Indianapolis Public Library. It's like punched into the page. 1923. Okay, so this edition must be from 1923. And assuming that whoever gave it to Todd Eckert, I'm assuming that's what that date is that's written in there. Or that could be the library wrote that in there. Oh yeah, if it came from the library. Yeah, I bet the library got it the January 29th of 1924. And then they sold it. I saw a $5. They must have sold it for $5, which is also the same price the estate sale sold it for. So it's cool, you know. I can set you down now. I'm sure that was kind of a shaky video. Here's the other camera. This is the Kodak Brownie Hawkeye camera flash model. Why does that look remotely like hash? Take this price tag off of there. I'm gonna clear some stuff out so we've got better lighting. I'll move my books. Here we've got a little better lighting. That's still not great. This is an old brick. Okay, this must be taking a picture. You know. I'm not familiar with this camera, so I know you don't look through that home, but oh, I think it's been dropped. It's cracked along there. What's this button do? That button makes me look like an idiot because I can't push it. Oh, that releases it. Okay. Well, gee, no wonder I couldn't see. I wasn't a look through. Oh, this is that kind. You look through here and it projects it out down here. Like I said, I'm not an old camera expert. Of course, I didn't even notice this up here. So there, it's telling you how to put the film in. It looks like. Yeah, the back piece has a few cracks in it, but it's there. Load with Kodak 620 film in Rochester, New York, USA. Lock this back up. Okay, so we look through here and let's take a picture. My mom hates it when I buy old cameras, so I told her I'll be good and I'll only buy 2. And these they're actually coasters, but I make little stop motion movies and stuff with little like Hot Wheels cars, so I thought this would be good. Look like fencing. Granted, it's twice as it's super duper tall compared to a. Okay, well, maybe it'll be. It's even tall fencing for this scale. And I'll use them for something. But I assume they could have come from somewhere overseas, because the people, it looked like, traveled all over the place because they had authentic. Oh, I don't want to untape that. They had authentic stuff from other, like Africa and places like that. I got an African rain stick. I don't have it with me right now, but I've got it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to untape that because then I'll have African coasters going everywhere. This old tin here came out of the basement. Hagu's Pretzels, established in 1898 by A.P. Hagu. Something like that. And the lid's supposed to be hinged, but the hinge isn't there. Here's the top of it. It's a little rusty along the bottom, but like I said, it was on the floor in that attic that fills up with water. Or it was on the floor in the basement that fills up with water, so you know, you can't really expect it to look great. This also came from the basement. It was full of nails, and I found another can that I didn't care for as much and dumped all the... No, they weren't nails. Baby food lids for like old baby food jars. I think the other one had nails in it, but anyway, I saw this and I thought, oh, that's cool. These old Maxwell House cans are pretty common, but they're nice to put stuff in, and they're old. Price marked is 20 cents off regular price. New 3-pound size. It's got a little dent down there, but I can probably pound that out pretty easily. Flavor tight, no key vacuum can. Here's the other side. Probably don't have a year on this anywhere, do we? Nope. I would say it's from the 60s. 50s, 60s, somewhere in there. I don't know. Let's start in on the cars now. I'm going to pull them out of this trailer. They're all pretty old. Give me a minute. So, there's all the cars that I got. I was going to buy all of them that were there, but they were $3 a piece. I only left like 2 of them, and they were ones I already had. Like the Opel here. I've already got the Opel, and I couldn't remember if mine had seats or not. It doesn't. This one's a little dirtier than this one, though. This one's in better shape. It may go up on the shelf instead of that one, but I got it because I thought, I've got one, but it'll be fun to, maybe I'll redo one or something. So, we'll leave all the Matchbox guys for later on. Let's look at some different stuff here. So this is probably a Corgi RW model. Don't know anything about that. This is cool. It's an old Mercedes race car. It's got a number 66. Maybe it's a race car. It's a pretty big race car, but whatever. And it's missing the trunk, and it's missing the hood, and somehow the interior is melted to the back tire. It's put together with a screw, so I'm gonna try to get it rolling again, because I can take it apart and not feel bad about it because it's put together with a screw. The front wheels roll pretty good though. You know, I figured, okay, it's sat up in the attic for a long time, and that house has been vacant for years. So, you know, you would expect all the cars with rubber tires to have flat spots in the tires. You know, sometimes when they sit, the tires start to decay from just sitting. But these tires seem to be okay. Let's look at this Lincoln Continental, and it keeps coming apart. Oh, the screws came out of it. I think it had screws in the front when I bought it. It's got screws in the back. I'll have to. Okay, well, I'll have to put more screws in the front of it, I guess. This is an old model of some kind, like a Ideal or what's the other model company? Crap. AMT was the other model company I was thinking of. So it's probably an Ideal or AMT, and I don't know which. It's had some front end damage, you know. It's missing the grille, and the hood's cracked, and the hood ornament's busted off. And the tail lights are missing. But I liked it enough that I bought it. There's the interior. It's a pretty detailed model, especially if it was all painted up. Although I like it the color it is. 65 Lincoln Continental, as you can see. Trunk doesn't open, but sure looks like it does. You know, it's missing some things, but I thought it was neat, so I got it. It's a little smashed spot right there on the post, but I thought it was neat, so I bought it anyways. I think it was $2. This was also $2, which is probably not worth that. I just thought it was cool because this is a French car. It's a Simca Arande. Les Miniatures de Norev Made in France. And it's a little broken as well, but it was cool because it was different. I've never seen one of these before. You know, it's not in real good shape, but I bought it because I thought it was cool. These stripes, assuming they're made with Sharpie, I can get them off pretty easily. Simca. It's a cute little car. I like the color of it. It's fairly old. Although everything in there was pretty old because the house hadn't been lived in for a long time. But, there's that. Got a Corgi trailer. What do they call it? Platform trailer. And this is a heavy little trailer. It's all metal. It's got rubber tires on it. Nice little trailer there. I don't know what I'm going to have pull it though, because the hitch is up kind of high. But, you know, for my tractors and stuff. I'll figure out something. Maybe I'll find out what actually came with this and buy it on eBay or something. I don't know. What else we got? Alright, now we're into the Matchbox cars. Models of yesteryear. These are all original Lesney yesteryear models. This one is missing the front seat. It has the rear seat though. And it's got the spare tire. It looks like it's got all the brass components still on it. It's missing, it probably had a top. So it's missing the top and obviously the front seat. And this is a 1912 Simplex. And Simplex really did have cars that were this color green. And back then that really stood out. FWD had some green trucks, and I guess by then a lot of the cars were being painted more than black and red, but this was a pretty bright car back then, I'd say. And it looks like it's really long. I haven't seen a 1912 Simplex in real life, but they're good sized cars, I would imagine. And this proves my theory. The wheels are actually made of brass or something like it, as they are tarnished like brass tarnishes. Which I've never seen these wheels do that before. Still doesn't affect how it rolls. It still rolls good, as long as I don't run it into something. Look at the other one. This one is also missing the seats. This is the Opel that I showed you. I forget what year it is though. 1909 Opel Coupe. I didn't find out what year this was. Sometimes Lesneys have years on them, sometimes they don't. Nope, this one doesn't have a year on it. Neither is this one. This one says Opel on the grill. Fenders look a little bent down on this one. Maybe they're supposed to be like that. Not as bent as they are though. They might be supposed to be a little angled, but these are bent a little too much. The car is real clean though, so if I can find seats for it, it'll be all set. And I like this car. I like the color of it. And this is a 1911 Maxwell Roadster. That's why I like it. It's a Maxwell. I liked a lot of Maxwell's cars, early cars. My favorite's probably the 1909 Maxwell Runabout. But haven't seen a model of one of those yet, but if I do, I will buy it up. This is a Maxwell Roadster. And I like the color. I mentioned that. I like this turquoise color. This car is very dusty. It's got nice red seats in it. There's the spare tire. Windshield's not bent, which is odd. On a lot of these cars, you know, they've been around a long time now. Stuff gets bent and broken on them, like the fenders on the Opel were bent. But this one's in good shape. It's missing the grill. That's what kills me, is it's in such good shape and it's missing the grill. I had a chance to buy another one of these, but I thought this one was complete, so I didn't buy it. If I didn't know it was missing the grill, I might have bought it. Oh well. It's cute. From the side you can't tell it's missing the grill. This is maybe the Mercedes. This is a Packard. That's right. It surprised me at the auction, or I keep saying auction. That surprised me at the estate sale when I read that. This is a Packard focus camera. Landaulet. Made in England by Lesney, as all of them are. The seats in this one are very loose. I'm probably going to glue them in, because when I turn them upside down, they want to jump out, especially that front seat. So I will probably glue them in there so they don't come out, because they look kind of funny when they're missing their seat. This is a cool car. Spare tires jumped out of the holder a little bit. There, put it back in its place. Look how dusty this car is. Nice little car though. These look cute in the stop motion movies, I'll tell you that. These old yesteryear models look cute in the stop motion movies, especially because I've got little people that they don't fit in some of them, like where the steering wheel's at, but you can have them riding around in the back. They look pretty cute. So we've got two more. I don't think we looked at this blue car yet. No. This is the 1909 Thomas Flyabout. Finished in a pretty blue color. It's not showing up as vibrantly on the camera as what it is. It's a bit darker than what it shows up on the camera. Whatever goes in this hole, the rivet is turning around. That could be... oh, it's broken. Not sure what goes there. A windshield or a mirror. They probably didn't have... nah. Probably not a mirror. They haven't figured that out yet, I don't think. What is this? Yeah, this is an 09. It's probably not. It's a pretty blue color, though, with the luggage rack on the back there. Trunk rack, I should say. Kind of looks like it's got eyebrows. Looks very long. It's about the same size. Yeah. About the same size as a Simplex. So there's all those. Then we've got what appears to be a Moco Lesney. So this is a real early one. Now, unfortunately, it's got a little chunk out of its little tiny wheels. That one stamped backwards on the inside of the cab there. And I couldn't find the rest of this. I don't know if these go together or not, but they're painted the same color red and they were in the same place. So I'm thinking this had something that goes here, and then something came down that hooked onto this little trolley train car thing, and then it pulled it like that. It's a cute little truck though. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But other than the wheel being bashed up and partially missing, it's in pretty good shape. It's so small though, compared to everything else. And this has no markings inside of it. And here's a reproduction Moco. Assuming this is an original one, which it probably is. That's the first original one I have. Here's a Moco. It's got those same silver wheels on it. Only thing I don't like about this reproduction is it says on the inside of the fender it's made in China. I don't like that because the Lesnies were made in England. But, oh here. Oof, I thought it was going to pull it, but it doesn't. But you can see what the reproduction Moco looks like in comparison with this one.